Understandable English podcast.
Learn English the easy way.
Hey, welcome back to the Understandable English podcast. I'm Bryan, and I swear I was just quickly looking at car ads this morning and somehow ended up emotionally attached to a 2008 used car with shiny seats and way too many promises.
And I'm Jessica. That already sounds like trouble. And yes, this is the Understandable English podcast where we talk about real-life situations and help you learn natural English while listening. Also, Bryan, you said quickly looking last time and spent 2 hours scrolling again.
It was research. Important research. I was just sitting there, maybe commuting in my brain, maybe cooking breakfast, and suddenly I thought, what if I just buy a car and become a responsible adult?
That's a dangerous thought for you.
If this sounds like you, leave a like, because I know I'm not the only one who suddenly feels like an adult at 2 a.m. and starts making big life decisions.
Okay, but today we're talking about buying your first car and why it feels like emotional chaos mixed with math you didn't study.
Emotional chaos is exactly right, because I saw this one car online and I swear it was love at first sight. The pictures were perfect. Shiny paint, clean interior, only driven by a careful owner, whatever that means. I immediately imagined myself driving it, windows down, music playing, feeling like a movie character. I didn't even check details properly, I just felt it. And that's where everything started going wrong.
This is the moment where people often run into a problem. They get emotionally attached before they understand the real situation. And that's very common when you're buying something expensive like a car.
Yeah, but in my head, I already owned it. I was basically naming it.
That's exactly how people get carried away. You imagine the lifestyle before checking the facts.
Okay, but then I went to see it in real life, and it was different. The photos were like Instagram, but the car was like reality. The seat made a weird sound, the door didn't close perfectly, and the seller kept smiling too much. But I still thought, maybe this is fine. Maybe I can figure it out.
That's important, actually. When things don't match expectations, you need to figure something out slowly, not emotionally.
I did not figure anything out slowly. I figured it out emotionally at full speed.
I can imagine.
Also, I forgot to mention, I didn't really know what to look for in a used car. Engine, mileage, insurance. I just kept thinking, it looks nice, so it must be fine.
That's why people always say keep in mind the practical things first. Price, condition, insurance, and long-term cost matter more than appearance.
I did not keep anything in mind except shiny equals good.
That's not a financial strategy.
No, it's a vibe strategy.
And vibe strategy is how people end up stressed later.
I feel personally attacked, but also correct.
Before we continue, tell us in the comments, have you ever almost bought something just because it looked perfect? Even if it wasn't. This helps you practice English and also realize how common this is.
Okay, so then I did a test drive, and I thought this is where everything will make sense. But honestly, I just turned the wheel and tried not to panic. The seller was talking fast, explaining things, and I was just smiling and saying, yeah, like, I understood everything.
That's also very common. People often get talked into things during test drives because they don't want to look confused.
Wait, is talked into a real thing?
Yes, it means someone convinces you to do something you didn't originally want to do.
Oh. Then I think I was talked into emotionally adopting a car.
That's a good way to put it.
And the worst part is, I didn't even properly check the price situation. I just saw a number and thought, yeah, I can probably survive.
That's another key moment. People often don't look into the full cost. Not just the price of the car, but insurance, repairs, everything.
Insurance prices destroyed my soul a little bit.
That's usually the moment reality arrives.
So I had this shiny car in front of me. I was emotionally attached. The seller was talking. My brain was half functioning, and I just thought, I should just go for it. Then I stopped myself and said, wait, I need to think.
Good. That pause is important.
It turns out that I was about to make a very expensive emotional decision.
That's a very important realization.
But I still kind of miss the car.
Of course you do. Emotional attachment doesn't disappear instantly.
Why is buying a car so stressful, though? It feels like dating, but expensive and with engines.
Because it's a big decision, and modern life pushes us to make fast choices. But cars are not fast decisions.
I feel like every ad is trying to convince me it's the perfect deal right now.
That's marketing. And if you don't slow down, you can get carried away easily.
Okay, I need to breathe. This is too real.
You're doing fine. You just learned something important without losing money, which is a win.
That's true, actually. I saved myself from future disaster.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do something useful for listeners now.
Yes, vocabulary time. These are phrases you'll hear in real life when talking about decisions, money, and stress.
I like this part because it makes me feel like my chaos has educational value.
First phrase, figure something out. It means to understand or solve a problem step by step.
Example, I need time to figure something out before buying a car.
Next phrase, run into a problem. It means to suddenly face a difficulty.
Example, I ran into a problem when the car insurance was too expensive.
Keep in mind, it means to remember something important when making a decision.
Example, keep in mind the long-term costs before you buy anything.
It turns out that it means something becomes clear later.
Example, it turns out that the car had hidden issues.
Get carried away. It means to become too emotional or excited and lose control of decisions.
Example, I got carried away and almost bought the first car I saw.
Check something out. It means to look at or inspect something carefully.
Example, I went to check out the car before making a decision.
Talk someone into. It means to convince someone to do something.
Example, the seller tried to talk me into buying it immediately.
Look into. It means to research or investigate something properly.
Example, I need to look into insurance prices before buying a car.
Now try to remember these naturally. Don't memorize them like a list. Just notice them in context.
Honestly, I wish someone told me all of this before I almost became a car owner emotionally and financially.
You still can become a car owner, just with more thinking and less chaos.
Okay, time to wrap this up before I start browsing cars again.
Yeah, let's slow down here.
Thanks for listening to the Understandable English podcast. If you've ever gotten carried away with a big purchase or run into a problem with money decisions, tell us in the comments. I need emotional support.
And take your time when making big decisions. Look into things, keep them in mind, and don't rush just because something looks perfect.
I still think that car was beautiful, though.
Of course you do.
All right, here we go. I tried to figure something out, but I got carried away when I ran into a problem because I didn't keep in mind what it turns out that I should look into. And I let someone talk me into almost buying something I didn't check out properly. And yeah, classic me.
That actually sums you up very well.
I hate how accurate that is.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.